the wind beat the rain and dried the dust out and brought it back, and my eyeballs are filled with dust again. Whoa, I was, wow, literally just turned the camera on and the wind just got so crazy it blew the rake over into the truck. Hey, welcome to another video. This is an update. I could not have filmed outside yesterday. It was literally just blowing sand, dust, whatever you want to, dirt, whatever you want to call this stuff, sideways. I mean, I had it embedded in my ears, in my nose, in my, I mean, it was just, yeah. I had to come in and just take a shower. Like, I literally, normally, I mean, I work, I get a little sweaty, whatever, I get a little dirty, but I leave the pants at the door, and I'm okay. You know, I can live until the end of the night, get in the shower, take a shower, and go to bed, right? I hate getting in the bed dirty, so. And, no. I was fantasizing about a shower when I had hours of work left to do outside. I was just miserable. I had this big win with getting the straw around the trailer, which just for a hot second when I was doing that, the wind wasn't insane. I put the drone up, and then like literally the whole time the drone was up was pretty much when the wind wasn't insane. And then was like, oh, I'm gonna get this other work done. The other work being this pile of cement that I got delivered, and I ended up having the truck come to pour the columns instead, which was like, you know, super more, I mean, anyway, it was about the same amount of money. Maybe I got a ton of cement, whatever. I'm sure I lost some now at this point, because I tried to move it and these stacks were fine. They were covered in plastic. They could get rained on. There wouldn't have been a problem. But it's just like they were out by the road, and it just was like this. It just looks like crap. I'm trying to get this place cleaned up and not looking like a junkyard ghetto, like a lot of the properties out here look like. None around me look like that. Everything around me looks great. I was the junkyard ghetto looking place. Those freaking piles of concrete or cement or whatever, bags of cement, were like the last thing I really needed. I have to do a little more work on the trailer and on my old trailer and move it. And those bags of those pallets, not bags, pallets of bags of cement, right? So they're fine, really, though. They were, but no. I start with one, and my concept is to get some 4x4s underneath them and then pick up the 4x4s with the bucket by opening the clamshell of the bucket and then getting the 4x4s to go through there and then picking it up. And I managed to knock over the pile. So at that point I had like 2/3 of the pile, which a full pallet of cement, whatever that is. So 2/3 of that was on the ground. So I got the 4x4s and just put them in the bucket and just put a pallet on there and then loaded it. And then I got in the cab and like hit the wrong lever, snapped the 4x4, and the pallet just fell over on the ground. Oh. So now it's just been getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, I could not have even filmed. Yeah, I need to buy GoPros and they can go outside but this camera that I'm working with currently, I just can't. And I think I'm gonna migrate, because this camera shuts off on a lot of stuff. I just need to put a camera and just let it roll. And this camera has a timeout. You've probably seen me complain about it before, maybe not, but it causes a lot of problems. I mean, I have a ton of work to do and I could just set a camera up and just let it go. Those GoPros are really fucking good quality imagery, and they just go. They don't turn off until they run out of card or they run out of battery. So, you know, that's a totally much better deal than this thing. For especially like yesterday, like it was insane. It looked like apocalyptic, like I needed to have like some sort of like clear ski goggles and then like face mask, and I didn't have anything. And I was just like, I couldn't even see. There was so much dirt in my eyes. And then I had to drive, and I was like an hour and a half of driving and come back, and then I had more work to do outside, and it was just, oh, this sucks. But then last night it rained, which probably ruined my bags of cement that I couldn't get covered up, because now I had, instead of 2 piles, I had 3 piles and not enough to cover them. So yeah, it all just went really, really bad with my piles. And honestly, that's what I got to get to today. But it's just as windy today. But the fact that it rained a bunch last night has pinned down the dirt to where it doesn't, you know, because that whole dust storm was just my property. Just because I did all this work and I cleared all this area and I've driven over it and it just dried, right? Yeah, so now it's all locked down and nothing is blowing. There's no dust clouds. It's blowing just as hard as it was. So it's a whole different story. I need to get out there and do the concrete. Today is the holiday, and yeah, the happy Thanksgiving. This is what my Thanksgiving is. I have all the normal work to do. I have, you know, I'll eat food. You know, here's another interesting tidbit is I have just been freaking just debilitated sore. Just so sore I can't, like, wow, you know, because I'm just working really, really hard and my muscles are just, and literally last night I was just feeling so, and I just ate a burger and I felt fine. It's just I'm not feeding myself enough protein to replace all this freaking work that I'm doing, and it just compounds because I never just really take breaks, so I just kind of get slower and slower and more pain. Oh, so I didn't sleep very good last night because you eat a burger at 8 o'clock at night and go to bed at 10 o'clock. Toss and turn. But I feel okay today. Not just perfect sleep. Maybe bags under my eyes. I don't know. Guess not. Yeah, I just have to eat more protein. I'm working so hard. It's just a lot of work. And heavy lifting, like yesterday, whew, you know, like a couple thousand pounds. Like I moved like a ton. Probably more than a ton. Maybe 3,000 pounds. I don't know how much. 50 bales of straw. So I moved all those, some of them a couple times, packed them up into the trailer, and then 2/3 of a pallet of cement. So super wrecked. But I mean, and I've been doing not that much work and waking up and feeling way worse sore than I do today. Now maybe tomorrow I'll be wrecked, but maybe not. I gotta eat more protein. That's really what I need to be doing just to be working at this level. I mean, guy, never stop. Just a little update on what's going on. Get out there. See, I can take the camera out. The wind's blowing like crazy right now, but there's no freaking dust storm happening. So I can go shoot outside a little bit, and because it is so fancy now with all this straw stacked around the trailer. There's I got a little protector there. Maybe the vent doesn't get some straw sucked into it. You know, it's nothing super fancy, but it should work, hopefully. So if you can see that little pile of stuff down there, we'll go get it out of there. It's a beautiful day. The wind beat the rain and dried the dust out and brought it back. And my eyeballs are filled with dust again. And I came back inside and was remembering like, oh, I'm going to go back inside. And then I forgot, oh, I haven't even pumped water yet. It's another brutal day out in the outback. In the world of in the rock, paper, scissors of environmental stuff, wind beats rain. And the wind can put the rain, nullify its effects pretty quickly. Seriously, messing with that whole pile of cement was a nightmare. I mean, it literally just was totally blind to me again. And boy, talk about a half. Oh no! Okay. Whew. I showed my neighbor kid my blueprint, and then I put my blueprint in here, and it somehow blew over onto the wet dish rack, and it got wet. But it doesn't look like the ink bled. It's just getting windier. I have stuff to do, but this is like literally the only thing I think I might get done is just I gotta run out there and pump water. It's just too miserable. The whole freaking trailer just went clonk over one way. As soon as I turn off the camera, the wind will blow the trailer over upside down.